Okay, so I don't even know how to start this video, honestly. As you guys can see by the title, it's not for. I just want to start off by saying that this is not clickbait. This is not clickbait at all. This is for real. This is real life. Like, this actually happened. Alright, I don't even know how to start. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. Like, I didn't even do my intro like I normally do because this is a serious topic and I didn't feel like doing the intro for this video. So basically, let me just start this off from the top. Basically, it was about 4 days ago. I go to this work program thing. It's an internship, and like I got paid for it, I guess, so that's why I say work. But it's an internship that I go to. I go to this internship on Tuesdays. Alright, so, alright. So, I go to this internship on Wednesdays and Thursdays, right? And this happened on January 16th, 2019, which was a Wednesday. Yeah, it was a Wednesday. It was on Wednesday, so it happened like 4 days ago. I'm on my way to my internship program, and I usually take, well, I always take the train to go to my internship program from school from my school. I go to the internship, and my school is in Manhattan, and I go all the way to Brooklyn for my internship. So anyways, I was on my way to my program, and I'm like on the train as usual, whatever. I get to my stop, I get off the train, I get off the train, and I'm like walking to the front of the train station. Oh yeah, and by the way, all like throughout this whole thing, I'm with one of my friends, cause she also goes to this internship with me. So like we always like, well, like most of the time we like leave together to this internship in Brooklyn. Anyway, so we get off the train or whatever, and we walk to the front of the train station thingy. And as we're exiting, like you see that turn style thing. You see that turning thing that like you go through it and it turns. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but it's like you see when you swipe the card and then you go through and it's like you have to push it to go around. It's like one of those things. So I was going around that, and then I was on this side and my friend was on that side, like on the other side of the thingy. And as I'm like crossing through it, this old man is like looking at me and coming towards me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I wasn't thinking much of it, because I mean we are on the train station, we are in public, so I'm guessing he wanted to like swipe and go through. And I see him like, as I'm like going through, like it happened so fast that I don't even know what happened. Like I don't even know, like I didn't even get a good look at him. I didn't even know how he looked. Like all I know is he was an old man and he was white. And he had glasses. That's all I know. Anyways, so I'm walking through the 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 thingy, the turning thingy, and this old man comes like comes to me, walks around me, like looking at me up and down, walks around me, lifts up my coat and grabs my ass. this old man lifts up my coat and grabs my ass, bro. I don't even know how to feel about that right now. Like, that's just crazy. Like, this old man literally comes up to me, lifts up my coat, because my coat was like long, it was like up to like my knees or whatever, and he lifts it up and grabs my ass, bro. He dead as did that. And then I'm like, I was so in shock. Like, I was like, what the is going on? Like, I was looking around like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? Like, I was just so like off it. I was like, I couldn't believe that that just happened to me, because nothing like that ever really happened to me. Like, it was like he really sexually abused me. At that moment, I didn't even know what to do. I was just shocked. Like, I froze. I couldn't do anything. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Plus, and mind you, this old man is like on some type of drugs. He has to be on some type of drugs, because this old man is like laughing and like, and when like as soon as he does this to me, I'm like, what is wrong with you? I can't curse on here, but I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, why did you do that? And I was like screaming at this man, like I didn't know what to do. Like, and then he was just laughing like if it was funny, like if it was right for him to do that to me. And I was just so confused, so lost, shocked, afraid. I just didn't know what to do. And then these two guys like saw this happening, and they started screaming at this old man, like, what, like, why are you touching a young girl? Like, why are you touching her like that? And they were like screaming at him, and then he ran away, and one of the guys started chasing after him, and they were like, I'm gonna call the cops on you, I'm gonna call the cops on you. And like, I was just crying. I didn't know what to do. I was afraid. I was lost. Like, this whole time, like, I was just like, I didn't even know what to do, honestly. Like, bro, when I tell you I was so afraid for my life, he could have kidnapped me. I'm not even exaggerating it. Like, he deadass could have kidnapped me. He could have done anything to me, literally anything to me. Like, this guy, he had to be on some type of drugs. He had to. And they were just like, I'm gonna call the cops, I'm gonna call the cops. And he started running away. They started chasing him. Unfortunately, they did not catch him. He left, he dipped, like, and I couldn't really like report it to the cops, because I didn't know how this man looked. Um, and I just didn't want to deal with all that. It's crazy, like, how that actually happened to me. Like, a lot of y'all might think like, oh, like, that wasn't even that big, it's not a big deal, but you don't know how it feels like until you're in that situation. Like, you don't know how bad that feels like when an old man is touching on your body. It's like, and this man literally, like, he didn't just like just slap it or like touch it by mistake. No, this man literally, he picks up my coat and grabs it, like, literally. But I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video, like, because it is like a sensitive topic. But it was just the worst experience ever. Like, I don't wish that upon nobody. Like, just to like, just thinking about it makes me want to throw up. It just like disgusts me, the fact that an old man can do that. Not even just an old man, like any person. A person has to be really sick in their mind to do that. Like, how about if that was your daughter, and you, like, how about if your daughter went through that? Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, That's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm gonna just cut this video short. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. But at the end of the day, if you or someone you know went through this and yeah, yeah, don't know what to do about it, or like yeah, don't know how to feel about it, just know you're not alone. And you should always like talk to somebody about it. Tell somebody what anytime something happens to you, tell somebody. Do not stay shut. Do not keep your mouth shut, because you never know what can happen and things can get worse. So always tell an adult. Talk to your teacher, talk to your mom, your dad, your uncle, your friend, anybody. Just it's better to let it go, because if you let it build in, it's gonna get worse. And basically, this happened 5 days ago, so I'm kind of like a little bit better. But when this first happened, I was crying so much. Like, I remember telling my friends, my closest friends, and I was just crying and crying and crying. I didn't even know how to feel about it. And like, for anybody out there, for everybody out there, make sure you're like you pay attention to your surroundings, because you never know what can happen to you. And you always think nothing could happen to you. You're like, oh no, that will never happen to me, or that, like, you're always gonna think nothing's gonna happen to you, but it can happen to you. And just make sure that you're always um aware of your surroundings. Don't have both of your earphones in, always have one. Just make sure that you keep yourself safe, because there's a lot of crazy people in this world. And um just gotta make sure you're safe. And I mean, that's crazy. There's some horrible people in this world, and I don't even know how to feel. I'm still in shock, and I'm paranoid. Like now, ever since that happened, like every time I go outside, I get so paranoid. Like when I see a guy like getting close to me, I get shook. Like I'm like shaking. I don't know what to do. I get scared. I get nervous. It's crazy. Like I had to go to the internship the next day, because it was Wednesdays and Thursdays, and that happened on a Wednesday. And then the next day, um, I remember I went on a trip with like with my school. I was like, um, I had to go from the trip. I had to go back to my internship, and I remember I did not want to go over there alone. And I remember like texting my friends like, "Oh, are you going to the internship today? Are you going?" Because there's two of them that go, and I texted both of them like, "Are you going to the internship today? Are you going?" Because if they wasn't going, I wasn't gonna go, because I did not. I felt unsafe. Like I didn't feel like taking the train by myself again. Um, it was just frightening to me. Like, and then we linked or whatever. I had to wait for my friend to get out of school, because like I said, I was in a trip. So I had to wait for my friend to get out of school. Oh wait, I think she was on a trip too, on that same trip too. But I think we were on in the same like group. But I'm not sure, but I know that I had to wait for her in the train station. And like I did not leave without her. Like I was shook. Like it's crazy. And now like I feel like I'm paranoid. Like when I take the train, I'm like, I get nervous, I get shook. And it's crazy, like, you would never expect that shit to happen to you until it does. And then you're like, oh shit. Like, I don't know, but I hope this video helped somebody. I hope that if you ever went through this, or God forbid this ever happens to you, that you make sure you call 911 ASAP. That's one. Just call 911 and let the cops know. Inform them about it. Tell somebody about it. Talk to somebody about it. Do not stay shut. That's the worst thing you can do. Do not stay shut. And and a lesson that you guys should learn is to stay on 50. Like, you never know when something is gonna happen to you, so always make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Always make sure you're looking, like, always make sure you know what's going on around you, because like I said, you never know. You just never know. And yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, but it's a tough world out there. Be careful.